In the sweepingly romantic, emotionally tender, and beautifully redeeming Regency historical romance Seeking Persephone, best-selling genre author Sarah M. Eden delivers a magnificent masterclass in emotional transformation and vulnerable healing. Serving as the foundational opening installment of her celebrated Lancaster family series, the novel masterfully utilizes a Beauty and the Beast and marriage of convenience framework. The plot centers on Lodowick Carstairs, the Duke of Kensing, a man deeply scarred both physically and emotionally, who hides away in his gloomy northern estate, nursing a bitter resentment toward a judgmental high society that branded him a monster. His isolated existence is utterly upended when he honors a long-standing family arrangement and marries Persephone Lancaster, a bright, remarkably compassionate, and gentle young woman from a loving family. Expecting her to cower or flee from his volatile temper, the Duke is instead met with a quiet, unyielding emotional resilience that forces him out of his defensive shell and sets them on a direct collision course with their deepest vulnerabilities. Eden's signature prose is exceptionally warm, dialogue-rich, and dripping with an underlying appreciation for the slow-burning power of emotional intimacy and mutual respect. The narrative employs a highly focused, character-driven development structure, shifting seamlessly from tense, icy domestic standoffs in the sprawling manor house to moments of quiet, shared vulnerability in the estate's gardens. Eden expertly weaponizes the grumpy versus sunshine, marriage of convenience, and forced proximity formulas, dialing the narrative tension to an absolute maximum as Persephone refuses to let Lodowick's gruff defensive exterior dictate the terms of their marriage. Far from a superficial historical romance, the book serves as a profound, beautifully textured study on the psychological weight of physical and emotional scarring, the isolating nature of societal rejection, and the ultimate realization that true love doesn't require perfection. It requires the immense courage to let your armor drop and allow someone to see the raw, unbroken soul underneath. The audiobook format is an absolute tour de force for clean historical romance aficionados, leveraging an incredibly immersive, emotionally raw performance that captures the sharp wit and heartfelt yearning of the story with flawless precision. The delivery masterfully anchors the narrative's changing frequencies, perfectly translating Persephone's soft, trembling yet courageous optimism, while contrasting it beautifully with the low, gravelly, and defensive roar of the Duke's internal conflicts. The superb auditory pacing turns tense dinner table confrontations, quiet library confessions, and tender breakthroughs into an exceptionally addictive audio binge that flows magnificently through headphones. It is a mandatory listen for romance purists who crave the witty, deeply emotional scale of Georgette Hare, combined with the heartfelt, character-rejuvenating worlds of Mimi Matthews. By the time the final act unleashes a rapid-fire sequence of personal breakthroughs, breathtaking declarations, and a deeply moving emotional payoff, you'll realize that Seeking Persephone is a definitive triumph, a bright, heart-expanding map of absolute resilience and ultimate unconditional